am crazy for Latin flavours. I love the heat and I love the sprightliness, and I have a super speedy take on it all. This has got to be the next big thing. I've got a no-cook dinner party with guacamole, an addictive, luscious blue cheese and avocado dip, alongside ceviche confetti, delicious chopped fish cured in a fiery lime marinade. The grand finale is margarita ice cream, the very stuff of dreams. And for an irresistible late-night snack, a quickly griddled hot quesadilla. This is a tango for the taste buds, my express route to a fast fiesta. When it's cold and grey outside, I generate heat by cooking to that speedy Latin beat. And I tell you, it's not just a passion, it's an obsession. In fact, I'm so inspired, I'm throwing a laid-back Latin supper party tonight. Kind of a posh picnic dinner, no cooking involved, so you can relax. And the culmination of this fast fiesta is my margarita ice cream. You haven't lived until you've tasted this. And the fabulous thing about this ice cream is that normally when you make ice cream, you have to make a custard, that has to cool, and then you have to have special equipment, you have to churn it and so forth. And this, easy. Just whisk everything up in the morning, I'll stick it in the freezer, and then at the end of the day, it'll be ready. The perfect, most fabulous ice cream. Now, I know it's a bit early in the morning to go to the drinks cabinet, but I need the requisite liqueurs. I think it's probably true to say that most of the stuff in here is Italian in origin, but I do have my Mexican moments. Witness this bottle of mezcal. This is a cactus liqueur, and in it are two worms, which I'm afraid I've been too scaredy cat to drink. I mean, pathetic. Not the case with the golden tequila. My shot days may be over, but this makes a wonderful tequila sour. Think whiskey sour, only with a bit of salsa to it. What I need for my ice delight right now is just normal tequila and orange liqueur. Until I made this, I didn't think it would be possible to improve on a margarita cocktail, but now I know it is. Sorry folks, but that's the truth. I start off with powdered sugar, about 1.25 cups, a big white mountain of it. Over that, 1/2 cup of lime juice. And you can see that I am, without shame, using the lime juice you get in a bottle. If you want to squeeze 5 or so limes first thing in the morning, be my guest. And on top of that, 2 tablespoons of tequila, of course, and 3 of any orange liqueur you want. If you mix these together, the sugar will dissolve in the lime juice and alcohol. And then it's just a matter of pouring in 2 cups of heavy cream, whisking as you go. Normally I do everything at breakneck speed, but I'm whisking rather slowly so that I just don't make a mess. A bit late for that. And I don't want it whisked until it's stiff. What I want is to whisk it until it's thickened, but gorgeously soft still. So when you lift the whisk up out of the mixture, you can see that the cream keeps its form. One of the other things I love about this is that it doesn't set as hard as traditional ice creams. You still get a wonderful, voluptuous, soft creaminess. I could really eat this as it is, but I will hold off. It is, after all, breakfast. So into the freezer with this, and it's so easy that, frankly, I've got plenty of time. I will manage to get the shopping done at lunchtime, and then everything is so quick that at the end of the day, I shall rustle up my guacamole and ceviche in no time. Normal life means that even when I've got people coming for supper, I still have to do the shopping at lunchtime. Don't mind a quick lunch as long as I know I'm going to eat well in the evening. And I love shopping for food a lot more than I like shopping for clothes. And I suppose in the same sort of way, I've never set much store between this whole food as fashion and what's hot and what's not. As far as I'm concerned, all food is in fashion. Having said that, if I had to stake something on what the next big thing was going to be, I would say definitely Latino cooking. It's got such zing and all the flavour and no fuss. Obviously, I'm not Latin American. It's not going to be authentically Latin American, but I'll tell you what, it has to be authentically good, and that's what matters. So when I've bolted this down, I'm off down Mexico way. I need some things to dip in the guacamole. Radishes, great for crunch. Sugar snaps, that's easy. Oh, nice bit of leafy celery. Hello? I think I'd like that lovely piece of Roquefort just there, please.
Nice piece of creamy Roquefort.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much.
Please enjoy.
I will. That lovely piece of fish fillet, please.
Yes. Voila.
Thank you. So it's back to slaving over a hot computer for me, but at least no slaving over a hot stove for supper. Next, I'm making ceviche, which is delicious lime-cured fish, and a fabulous blue cheese and avocado dip for the dinner party. Then just for me, melting cheesy quesadillas, a perfect anytime snack.
Want all the taste in half the time? Go to foodnetwork.com/quick and easy for delicious recipes you can whip up in the shake of a pan. Then submit your best grilling recipe in the Grill and Beans Perfect Pair Recipe Contest. Your chicken, steak, or chop recipe could be worth $5,000. Go to foodnetwork.com/quick and easy today.
It's Macy's one-day sale Saturday. Get the lowest prices of the season with morning specials until 1 p.m., including this half-carat diamond heart pendant, $49.99. 5-piece Springfield luggage set, $59.99. 7-piece Blue Danube comforter set, $49.99. Men's Alfani shoes, $39.99. Just until 1 p.m., and that's just the beginning of Macy's one-day sale. This Saturday. That's the magic of Macy's.
Have you ever felt small? I mean, really, really tiny, like a speck of nothingness. You could be big time, like me. How do you get bigger? By doing big things. Huge, enormous things. You can make a big move right now. Vegas right now. Vegas right now is new nightclubs like The Bank, Moon, and Privé, and new shows like Cirque du Soleil's Love, a celebration of the Beatles. Find it all at visitlasvegas.com. Live large. Do Vegas right now. I love this meatloaf!
If you think Tyler's excited about meatloaf, wait till you see his other dishes. Tyler's Ultimate, an all-new episode this morning at 9/8 Central on Food Network.
I love to eat, and fortunately for me, I married the chef, so I just have to worry about how it looks. And I think this is passing the test. I'm loving the splash of color. These little egg rolls, those are so cute. What a great accessory.
You put a lot of thought into eating them, so we put a lot of thought into making them, like our new Zensation salad. With honey sesame chicken fingers, crispy wonton strips, and Asian slaw. It's a great addition to a delicious lineup. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
I'm Laurie Smith, and I'm an interior designer.
Oh, I'll get the Bush's baked beans.
No baked beans tonight, honey.
Jay, Bush doesn't want beans?
Baked beans are great for hot dogs and burgers, but New Bush's grilling beans are made to complement the taste of grilled chicken, steak, and chops. They're slow cooked and expertly seasoned with just the right blend of spices. So I want New Bush's grilling beans.
Good, because Jay Bush not wanting beans? That's just crazy.
Enjoy all 4 premium flavors of New Bush's grilling beans.
can sign and drive a 2008 midsize H3 with zero due at signing. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees extra.
This, my chopped ceviche, is one of my favourite quick recipes. Ceviche is fish that is somehow cooked in acid, here lime juice. And the smaller the pieces, the faster it takes to cook. So instead of a good hour or two, which is what ceviche normally leaves because the chunks are big, these small, finely chopped pieces of fish need 8 minutes maximum, and that is it. I've got a pound of monkfish fillet here. I often use half this amount because you can have this simply as a pre-dinner snack, but for me now it is the meal. I can assure you that chopping a bit of fish is not hard work. Anyway, I like a bit of chopping. For me, this is my decompression time, and I come out of work mania and slip into Mex mode. Right, that's all my fillets chopped. Pile them here, and onto that tumble of fish confetti, I want to add about 2 teaspoons of coarse salt. If you're using fine flowing salt, don't use more than 1 teaspoon there. I want a teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano, so that's simple. You can always have that in the house. And this is how I'm going to cook the fish in lime juice. And it is not at all like eating raw fish when it's done. The fish, which is now glassy with a bit of a moonstone shimmer, will be white and opaque, like fish that you might bake in the oven. Right, I'm going to wash my hands and get another board. Amongst the soft little cubes of fish, it's nice to have a bit of crunch, and I am finely slicing 3 scallions, so strew amongst that. Traditionally, proper onions are used, but I think this is preferable. It's so much lighter and fresher, and I like a little heat. Got a jalapeno pepper. You can use any chili pepper you want, really. Take the seeds out, but not fastidiously so. I'm going to chop this finely as well, because you want the little filaments of heat, if you like, to be diffused throughout the fish. And the third in my green trinity, good bunch of cilantro. We'll chop this as well. Now the fish has had its 8 minutes. Let's get rid of the juice, because once it's had its 8 minutes, the fish will just get too cooked. So press that down a bit to get rid of any extra lime juice. I'm going to tip it back here for a second, because I have work to do. Right, so this is ready for the green flecks now. In with all this finely chopped greenery. Have a bit of a stir around. Taste. Perfect. A bit more salt for me. And now it's going to pile this rather haphazardly into the bowl. Actually, I think hands will be easier. Look at that, mounded up. And this mound goes very far. And it goes very far because there's only so much you can mound onto each chip. And I know because I've tried. So traditionally, ceviche is big chunks that you eat with a knife and fork, and these are best piled on to a tortilla chip. Now, I know everything is good on a tortilla chip, but this is fantastic. So this is ready, and I'll just take it out onto the table now. A bit of a wipe down onto the guacamole. Coming up, one more dish for my no-cook dinner, a fabulous Latin-inspired blue cheese and avocado dip. Then, from cold to hot, a meltingly delicious quesadilla, a perfect snack anytime.
Jamie Oliver takes you out of the ground and into your kitchen.
This is the sort of food that I'd love to eat.
With a hands-on way of cooking. Join Jamie Oliver for Jamie at Home.
And how good is that?
This morning at 9:30, 8:30 Central on Food Network.
Low mileage.
Mythic creatures. And one man.
Show yourself!
Order Beowulf tonight. Hit movies without the trip to the video store. On demand with Comcast Digital Cable.
And 2 ripe, they must be ripe obviously, avocados. I love the sound of a spoon rasping against the shell of the avocado as you gouge everything out. Right, so first step, mash everything together. I mean, this is very easy because all 3 components are soft and yielding. Again, as with the ceviche, I don't want to use a proper round onion. It'd be far too invasive and strong here. I use a couple of scallions, finely sliced. In go these little jade green discs. And then a bit of heat with some pickled jalapenos. If you can't find pickled jalapenos, don't worry, just use gherkins or dill cucumbers and add a teeny bit of chili, but I get them from the supermarket, it's easy. And it's the vinegariness of the pickled jalapenos that works so well here. Just sprinkle over the chopped vinegary jalapenos and stir everything together. Just scrape the whole lot in. It may look like a small bowl, but this is very rich. And I want different tortilla chips. I want those natural, unsalted blue corn ones. I think a slight dusting of paprika. How beautiful. So, bar a little bit of table dressing and my own dressing, my fast fiesta, it's done. And I have to say, the celery in this jug looks as beautiful to me as a vase full of flowers. And one more thing, some limes. Got to have the limes. I mean, that'd be nice for spritzing into our beer or maybe a bit extra on the guacamole, but besides, I need them for pudding. I think I can leave that now. I feel a bit of a hoot earring coming on, and I'll be back to the cantina in a minute. This is my guacamole, which is really like guacamole but with blue cheese in it. The blue cheese is a little touch of my own. And I've got chopped ceviche.
Ceviche. Have you cooked this, or was it cooked in the lime?
It's cooked in the lime, exactly. It's steeped in the lime with some oregano. I'm just going to rush off, but the cantina's not closed. I shall be back in with a little Latin-inspired pudding in a moment. I can finish that up. Okay, Operation Margarita Ice Cream is in full flow. Okay, I have to do the rest of my wares. I'm going to put a bit of sugar and a bit of salt in my special glass dipping bowl. If you put a bit of lime on the rim of your glass.
Around the rim.
Yes. And then dip in here with a dredging action. And then margarita ice cream. For this ice cream, you don't need to have a churner. I just mix it up and put it straight in the deep freeze, so it's frankly very easy.
Oh, the smell of lime.
That is really fantastic.
Thank you. I've scraped my glass clean. Next, I'm rustling up melting cheesy quesadillas, my anytime favourite snack.
Save dinner. Save.
Air freshener you'll enjoy again and again and again.
Now, white some tortilla wraps, ham, a scallion, of course, cheese. Because what I'm going to make is toasted cheese that you can only dream of. It's a quesadilla, and it's the quesadilla that really started me being a Latin food lover. This is the deal. You have one soft flour tortilla, and you cover it with ham. I'm using Spanish Serrano ham, gorgeous and dry cured. The exact measurements are really immaterial here. The idea simply is that you cover the whole of this soft tortilla disc with ham. And then some cheese. Just grate it over, but this time just over one side. So really you're just grating on a half moon of cheese, any hard cheese you want. And also snip a scallion. And these still keep their crunch when they're grilled. And then a bit of heat with some pickled jalapenos. I'm going to use my scissors both to pull out and snip the jalapenos. What surgical precision here. Should have been a doctor. You can fill a quesadilla with whatever you want. The options are pretty well endless. I feel now like a little bit of chopped cilantro. It's done. Now, fold the side that's just got the ham on it over on top of the other side, so really you have a modestly bulging crescent, and then lightly brush with oil. This is so gonna hit the spot now, but I have to say, I can't think of a bad time to eat a quesadilla. Brush the other side, and convey immediately, and with not too much rapaciousness, to the heated griddle. You can use a regular skillet for this, just that I love those charred lines you get from using a ridged griddle. Press down. This really takes about a minute aside, if that. Just flip it over. I'm going to get a plate. Oh, I think is to cut it. And we're away. What's great about a quesadilla is that you get all the wonderful warm ham and melting cheese, but the tortilla wrap itself becomes almost like a crispy shell that contains it. I like to cut this semicircle into 3 triangles. Quesadilla of love.